What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. Jeez, I don't even know where to put my microphone. Honestly, I don't really need this mouse. Could just leave it there. Okay, so we are back with another video. I know it's going to be a little bit interesting to look at a top-down view of this, I guess, of my desk, but you're really only seeing a part of it because I couldn't get the camera to be up top. It's pretty hard, so I had to make do with what I had. So I'll insert the clip now. I literally put a Pringles can, and I cut a hole in it and put my phone through that hole, and then to weigh it down so it didn't topple over, I put a book, The Mayor of Casterbridge, in my wallet, and then underneath that, to increase the height, I put a literature book, an AP Spanish book, and a math book, which obviously is the only use for math books, in my opinion, is to just use them for other stuff. So today we're going to be building a comic in, on paper. I don't know if I'm going to color it, but I do have a notebook here, composition book. It's wide ruled, I know, I'm sorry. I can't even record the right side. It's kind of sucky. Like, I want to, but damn, my hand looks really dark in this light. But I want to, but it's kind of hard to film on that side. As you can see, here are the lines here, and you can only see like a quarter of the page, no, like a third of the page. So you can see this side fine, but this side over here is kind of invisible. But yeah, I wanted to do that. I have a drink of choice here. We got Topo Chico blueberry with hibiscus extract. Not an energy drink, just basically sparkling water with flavoring. Although it does have 10 calories because it has juice, I guess. I don't know how LaCroix has nothing, but this has some. This tastes better, though, in my opinion. And normally it would be coffee, I know, but I checked the pot this morning and it was basically all gone, so oh well. Sucks. Having trouble opening this. There we go. Finally. Okay, so let's get started. Here are the art supplies that we have today. We have a single yellow pencil. There we go, number one. Number two, we have a Bic pen, clickable, retractable, same thing, it's blue. We have a black one, same thing, but black. We have a Pilot G2. These are free and nice. They're like gel pens. I know you probably know what these are. And they have just like super dark lines. I think it's like a 0.7 millimeter tip, if it will focus. My hand is super shaky. Look at that. Can't even. I'm about to tap on the screen to focus it. Not important. Anyway, then we have another pencil. I like this one a little bit better than the yellow one, if I'm going to be honest. It's a little bit darker. Writes a little bit darker lines, which doesn't really make sense because they're both number 2. So shouldn't they write the exact same? Literally, look, it says HB number 2, HB number 2. But no, this American USA Gold writes a little darker and is significantly more expensive, if you can believe that. But I can, because obviously it's a little bit higher quality, made in the USA. Anyway. I don't really have an idea of what I want to do. I'm kind of debating. What do I want to draw? And do I want to draw it on this notebook, or do I want to say screw that and just take out a regular piece of paper and draw it in, this? Because if I'm being completely honest, it would be a lot easier to do it on a white piece of, like a piece of paper like this, it's loose leaf, because I don't have to keep like going on the right side and then not showing it. You can actually see everything I'm doing because it's going to be on this side. So I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going to do it on this, though. It's just easier for the video purposes. And if I really wanted to, I could transfer it or redraw it on my notebook. But what do? I start with a pencil because obviously if you make a mistake... Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention I have an eraser, too. And don't ignore my messy nails. That's just freaking me, I guess. Take bad care of my nails. It's a bad habit of mine. Wow. It's pretty bad. Anyway, that's a cake eraser, so you can erase your mistakes, I guess. Usually I like to start off with Lucas. That's like the only character I know how to draw. Let's look up Lucas Clay model. Make a comic, man. It's kind of hard. Okay, there we go. We have a clay model here. You're not seeing my screen, but I can see it on my screen, obviously. So he has like kind of like weird hair. It's like that almost, and then it goes like. Can you see that? Yeah, I can zoom into here. Zoom in. That's as farthest I can go. Okay. God, it will not focus, huh? So it kind of has like a little swoop up, and then it just like goes back. That looks weird for now. Yeah, that's basically his hair. I don't really know. That's just how it is. Okay. And then he has like... Wait, what is that? Oh, you know what? Forget it. Actually, that looks terrible. Hold on. I'm gonna redo this. Oh, yeah. If I shake the table, it's going to shake you because I don't have it rested on a tripod. So I got to be careful when I erase. You're going to get like a freaking headache when every time I erase. It's just going to be a giant earthquake on your screen. Anyway, let me move the mic a little closer so you guys can hear me better. It might not be on the frame, but that's okay. So, there's his head. A little better. Sure. Whatever. I can literally still see the lines. This eraser sucks. Okay. His eyes are literally just dark beads. Like he has no soul anymore. His backstory, his lore is low-key making him traumatized. And basically no eyebrows because he's blonde. So, yeah, that makes sense too. What I don't understand is how he's... Okay, wait, he does have a neck. There we go. I wonder if you can still see that. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm going to move it up a little bit. There's his shirt. It looks good. And we'll draw a little thing right there. Oh, yeah, look at that armor. That's some armor right there. I don't know if I'm going to color it. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know. We'll see. I do have colored pencils, but they kind of look shitty on this paper because it's like recycled this notebook paper. So it looks kind of off-white. Not even white. It's like a beige color. So, I don't know. And it's really thin if you couldn't tell. So, like, if you start drawing too hard, you'll just probably end up ripping the paper. Hang on, give me a second. Anyway, here we go. Let's draw some more stripes on the sleeve. And we got a striped shirt. Great. Let's draw his arms. Oh, wow, that looks really bad. It kind of reminds me of, like, this Captain Underpants kid. He just reminds me a lot of that white kid from Captain Underpants. What the fuck am I doing? Wow, that is... Okay. There's my drawing skills, guys. What the hell was that noise? Anyway. And let's draw his shorts now. So he has, like, you know... Whoa! Oh, one side is way too long. Hold on. Let's erase that. Also, these things come apart if you didn't... Look at that. Wow, it comes off. And then if you do... Put that back on. The strawberry comes off too. You can have like really precise, you know, erasers that like erase very thin lines. But then at the same time, it leaves this like, red stain on the paper because it's pretty shitty and it's cheap. So there you go. If you want an actual good eraser, I think the people say that the best ones are the those fucking white ones. I don't know what the fuck they're called. They're like the white ones that have like the blue checkered wrapper on them. Not wrapper, but like sleeve. Those ones I heard are like the best ones. Even better than like a pink one. Which I do like the pink ones, but yeah. I don't like erasers by them. And look, I hate using the eraser at the end of the pencil. This one sucks. Where are you at? Where's my camera? I'm like flipping you guys off. No. Look. The eraser at the end of the pencil fucking sucks. On any of them you use, like even on this yellow one, which I thought was going to be pretty good, it's not even that good. Like, ugh. Anyway, that's that. We got Lucas here. What are we going to have him say? I want to go outside. I want to go outside on another adventure. That sounds cringe. Hold on. There's a freaking hair on my monitor. Oh, really? You're gonna make me do all that? I want to go outside on another. Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, hang on. Let me move you. Sorry, Mike. Okay, can you see that now? Yes, you can. I want to go outside on another. Well, now I think about it, I guess I could have done that. No, I couldn't have because it's on the right side. Okay. I was thinking I could have recorded my composition book if I just zoom in, but then no, because the books are in the way. So I would be able to do it on a spiral bound notebook, but unfortunately I don't have one right now. I know, it sounds crazy. I actually just don't have like a spiral bound notebook with paper in it. So all the other ones that I had are either full or they're being used for like other stuff that I don't want to mess up. I want to go outside on another trip. But he wants to go alone, or does he want to go with Dominic? Shit, you know what? Let's do it with Dominic. We're going to make it with Dominic. Okay. Now we can take our pen. Actually, we can do that at the end too. Let's take our pen and just like outline it if you want to make it darker. Especially the speech bubbles. I'm going to add an emphasis to these because like they're pretty important, right? If you can't see it already, well, the pen should make it that much more obvious that it exists. Okay. And we're going to put you back here. I want to go on another trip. And, you know what, just for good measure, I'm going to outline this. Ooh, that is nice. On this paper? Damn. It's pretty nice. Very much. Oh yeah. For some reason, because it's like a thinner paper, the lines when you write on them, when you write on this paper, it looks a lot bolder. Like I guess it's just like a little bit more bleed, so it just looks kind of thicker. And I just love the look of the G2 pen. Like I know gel pens, for me, I don't like them as much as regular pens because they run out way too quickly, and they're honestly way more expensive. But like if you really just want to make it look pretty, well, gel pens. And honestly, if you're going to get any gel pen, you should get the G2, even though they're like one of the most expensive pens. Like it's between that and the Sharpie S Gel, then I'm like, just get those two. But you go to the store and they're freaking expensive. I mean, at least where I live. And, you know, don't go to the store to buy them. Just go on Amazon. Like, duh. Why would you go to Staples or shit? Like, no. Shit's gonna cost like $5 for two. Anyway, here we go. We can draw a boxer on this one. I think I'm done. I don't know how to make a comic, honestly. I did do a video on how to make a comic, but I really don't know how to make a comic. Like, do you draw the box first, or do you draw it after, or do you draw the character first, and then you draw the speech bubble, or draw the speech... Like, I don't know. I think you're supposed to have, like, an outline of what you want to do, like, what you want to happen in each page and each panel. But, obviously I'm just going kind of freeform, kind of with the vibes. Or pantsing, if that's a word. Wait, yes, is that what it's called? Let me look it up. What does pantsing mean? Not like pantsing, like taking off your pants, I know. No, that's not what that's literally what it was. Oh, there we go. Panting versus plotting. Riding by the seat of your pants. Oh, well, that's the figure of speech then. So, plotters outline for structure and efficiency, while pantsers prioritize creative spontaneity. So, in other words, we're pantsing, even though it sounds like we're, it sounds like something else. No, we're not. Although, yeah, you can outline the leg too. You know what? I can do this after. This is not really important right now. Let's focus on the next little thing here. We could have double Oh yeah, let me zoom out so you guys can see a little better. I have to move it this way. Should I draw him leaving the house? No, I could just literally draw the house. It doesn't even matter. Why do I need to see him leave if you really care about that detail? Look at this house. It's a perfect house. It's huge. My goodness. This house is massive. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got a window. Looks like a 5-year-old house. You know what? I don't give a shit. And there's windows here. And the upstairs balcony. Yep, he's fancy like that. Oh, that's way too long. Some of you might be mad the way I hold the pencil. I'm sorry if that offends you. Well, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but you know what? We're going to go with it. And a door on the back. I mean, how is he going to get out, right? If you have a balcony, you need a door to get out of there. So, sure. You know what? That works. Anyway, you know what? For good measure, too, we can erase the middle so we can actually see the door. So, like, you know, perspective change. We don't need all the bars. You can tell it's a balcony without having to put a bunch of, what are those things called? The bars on a stair to protect it? It's not what this is, but what are the bars on a stair? Spindles? No, that's not what it's called. It's in Invisible Man. Balustrade. That's what it's called. Balustrade? How do you say that? Balustrade. It's those little things that protect like a balcony. Yeah. It could be a balcony, it could be stairs, but it was an Invisible Man, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I've never heard that word in my life. A railing supported by balusters. Balusters? Fucking loud, okay. Railing supported by balusters, especially an ornamental parapet on a balcony, bridge, or terrace. What the fuck? Parapet. Yep, we're learning new things every day. House stuff, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I think it was because they... What did they do? He was like kicking through the... Let's look it up. You know what? Why not? Invisible Man. Books. We're going to look up where that exact phrase was, because he did something with like supercargo when he was at the Golden Day in chapter 3. Balustrade. There you go. Supercargo grabbed wildly at the balustrade as they snatched his feet from behind him and started down. His head bounced like against the steps, making a sound like a series of gunshots as they ran, dragging him by the ankles like volunteer firemen. There you go. So that's the image in my head. And when I heard balustrade, I was like, what the fuck is that? But you looked it up and it makes a lot more sense now. Anyway, there's this house with... Can you see that? I'm not even looking at the camera sometimes. Yeah, you can. With its spacious windows. And now he doesn't have a neck, so that's a problem. And yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to use the eraser and the pencil tip. Well, I'm too lazy to keep picking up the other fucking eraser. So... there you go, with his arm. Fucking... He's like a... dislocated arm, I guess. Wow. You know what? That's gonna have to do. His arm is way too long. It's like going down to the floor. Maybe I should have drew him on the fucking... Yeah, that's where we have to just kind of reckon with our mistakes and just redo all of it. Look, I'm not trying to shoot for perfection here, but I guess I'm gonna make it at least somewhat okay. Honestly, with comics, I don't really care how well they're drawn. I mostly just care that I can understand the story and that it's fun to read. So, sure, art makes it better, but, you know, Can't make everything detailed because it's a comic. Okay, they're still almost touching the floor, but that's okay. Get rid of the eraser shavings. There we go. Super Cargo, man. I don't know if they killed him or they just really They really badly beat him. I don't know. I couldn't really pay attention. I was reading too quickly, probably. But he was badly beaten. Like, pretty bad. They don't like him. He's like he's not a good guy. Okay. Just fold the paper. You can see the end of it. So that's literally what you're looking at now. Can't really do anything about the whole camera situation. So what you see is what you're gonna get. And I could zoom out, but you know, then you're not gonna be able to see as much detail. Anyway, he's outside. What's he gonna say? Let me look for Dominic. It's break, we should go. He should be free. Listen, don't ever do that to someone though. Don't just assume that they're going to be free and then like invite yourself to doing something with them. I think most people know that. Honestly, that's pretty common sense advice. But yeah, what Lucas is doing is kind of annoying. Like, who the fuck wants that? But he's gonna do it anyway because Lucas is, in my world, a jackass and kind of a dick. So he just does what he wants. How the fuck do I want to make the next? I guess I could just make it like this size. I think the lines kind of help. You can have like specific links for your comics. So if you want this one to be shorter, well, there you go. And we're doing freehand too, so you even got to use rulers and then. All right, and then here's Dominic. I'll draw him to the best of my abilities. You know what? His head is pretty big there. I'm gonna fix that. Here, move you back over here. Oh yeah, you can see the mic now. Yay! I didn't use the headphone mic because, I don't know, I feel like it would be just cool to use a different mic. And if it sounds worse, oh well, sorry. Also, if it sounds like just a little too loud, that might be a problem too. Mostly, I just didn't want to use a headphone mic because if it was rubbing against my shirt, it makes that annoying fucking sound. That's like, I can't even describe it. It's just this annoying sound that the iPhone, like the earbud mics from the Apple earbuds make, which is a little annoying. So yeah, I normally use it when I play like video games though, like do the Let's Plays. Usually that's done with the mic because it's just easier, and I don't have to worry about it being plugged into anything but the headphone jack, which is its own thing on my Mac Mini, whereas other stuff, for fuck's sake, is not. So I need an adapter, or I need to just like limit the stuff I plug in, because this piece of fuck does not have any USB A's or anything like that. They got rid of all of it, which is the one downside I think that this Mac has, because like the M4 is obviously pretty good, and the size of the M4 Mini is just freaking good. He does not wear a shirt like that. You know what? I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. The size of the M4 Mini is good, but the ports are fucking horrible, and they're just like annoying. I know some people don't have a problem with that because they already have dongles and shit, but for me, who's barely owning a computer, what? I just drew the same fucking thing. He doesn't really have arms that do that. He has like these, like a tank top. For me, who never owned a desktop like that before, it's annoying because I don't have dongles. So either you buy them or you just deal with it. And yeah, also I already talked about it, but the power button being on the bottom, which honestly, now that I use the Mac for over a year now, it really hasn't affected me that much. Like, I thought it would be annoying, more annoying than it actually is, because I never turn off the thing. Like, I know it sounds like crazy, but I never actually I don't actually shut it down and have to turn it on again. I just sleep it. because it's efficient. It could just run on, you know, it could stay on. It's fine. It doesn't really use that much power, I don't think. So, yeah. And plus, it would be annoying if every time I fucking wanted to use it, I would turn it off, like, fully. All the apps would, like, reload, and that shit's just annoying. Because I often turn it on and off very frequently throughout the day. So it's like, in the morning, I turn it on for, like, maybe 5 minutes, then go to school. Come home, turn it on for, like, an hour, then turn it off, then turn it on, then turn, you know. So, yeah. The most time I use it is after school on weekdays for homework, and then on weekends for fucking around, like videos and YouTube videos and gaming. Yeah, I can't think of, like, I know that there's MacBook Neos now, which they look fine, pretty cool. They're pretty small and very interesting. Like, I was surprised that the price was so low for a MacBook. I usually expect it to be $1,000, but it's like the same price as the Mac Mini. So maybe worth it. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a phone chip, which fine if it's fast. I just don't know if that's like the same. I don't know. I haven't done enough looking around. I think people say it's good. What the fuck am I supposed to? This is his iPhone, by the way. Let's try it like that. And he's filming a video. Let's see. Wow. This side street is insane. Low-key boring dialogue for now. It's okay, though. Comics are mostly action-based, I think. They're not really dialogue-based. And if you have, like, a action comic, maybe? I mean, if you're writing, like, a graphic novel, like, what is this, the Braces, what the fuck was that one called, Smile, that one, like the middle school one, yeah, maybe more dialogue, but that also had a bunch of pictures too, so duh, it had a bunch of pictures, but it was more like, that one might be more dialogue based. What was I doing? Side Street is insane. So he's recording a video. Do some houses over here. Perspective is off, but that's okay. That looks like a castle. Wow. Let's draw a little street lamp. Oh yeah, look at that. You ain't got shit. You ain't got shit on me, bro. So, anyway. Oh, let me get another pencil, actually. Well, nah, I don't need it. So, anyway, guys. I don't know what game to play next. I basically have the final part recorded for Oracle of... What is it? Oracle of Seasons. I finished the final boss. I'm not going to 100% all of it, obviously. I'm not going to play the game again twice. Like, I'm not going to play Seasons and Agents again. Yeah. I'm done with that game. So I don't know what else to play. And I don't have to play another game. I could take a break from games and just play something else. And I know you probably noticed, if you do watch, I haven't uploaded Yoshi's Island. It's because I have tried to play the last level, 6-Secret, and I cannot figure out how to beat it. It is extremely difficult. Not even just 100%. I mean, that alone is another challenge, but just to beat it is really, really confusing and hard. And, like, yeah, it's just nothing compared to the entire game. It's nothing. It's like you go through the entire game and it's whatever, right? It's hard, but most of them are pretty, like, point A to point B. This is how you beat the level. There you go. But no, this one just takes it to another level. And that's when I'm like, why? Why did we do this? We could have ended it on a good note. But instead, you decided to make the last level a fucking nightmare. Literally a fucking nightmare. And nobody has ever in the history of the world has ever said that level was fun. Whoever has played it already, like Raocow and all those fucking YouTubers who have already played it, and people in the comments of his video, because they know they've played it, because they're commenting like about the game, and obviously they know. they're all like, no, this level fucking sucks. So I really don't know if I want to finish it anymore. I know I've come all this fucking way, and it basically deserves to be beaten. Like, I need to finish that game, but I don't want to, because I've already tried, and it doesn't fucking, like, I've literally tried for like an hour and a half just recording, and it just went horribly. Like, I just could not figure out how to beat it. Now, I could watch a guide and do that, but that just doesn't, that to me is honestly the same amount of effort as just figuring it out, because you have to map all the shit out, you gotta follow it closely, you gotta write it all down, and you're just like, fuck, because it is, not only is the level long, but it has like certain things you need to do in orders, in a specific order, and if you don't, you just like won't figure out how to get to the end. So yeah, I don't know. I could, but then it would just make me pissed off, and it just would not feel like a fulfilling game at all. At the end, it would just be like, wow, you did it, and then there's no reward or anything for beating it. Even if I were to get 100, like, okay, and that's that. So to me, it's like, fuck it, I don't know. I don't think I care anymore. I'll just leave it like that. Fuck the game, where it's done. I finished the main story mode. I got all 8 levels from World 6 done, so it screams excess to me. Like, another person said that too. Like, it's just like, why, dude? Why do we do this? Okay, let's keep drawing. Side street is insane, and then Lucas is gonna come this way. Okay, he's not gonna have a neck. Sorry. Can you see that? Yes, you can. You know, if you want to make a game, fine. But why does it gotta be so fucking annoying? Like, now he doesn't have a fucking crotch anymore. Okay, there we go. It's like, dude, you already have issues in the main game before this level even fucking is even, like, seen, because you only see it at the very end. There's already fucking issues. Like, with the main levels, they're fucking annoying. Some of them are good. I'm not going to discredit all of it, because some of them are really creative and really good and well made, and the palettes and all this shit that went into making this the way it is, it's impressive. But the design is fucking horrible sometimes, and it's not even like excusable. You can't even like laugh it off and be like, oh well, it's just a hard hack. No. It'll be just flat out unfair, flat out ridiculous, flat out way too fucking hard, flat out bad, like not play tested enough, it feels like, or just out of place. Like, you're like, what the fuck? I thought this was supposed to be like a standard level hack. I know it's supposed to be more difficult, but not like a fucking Kaizo hack. I thought it was supposed to be kind of just like, you know, reminiscent of the original game, where it's the same kind of ideas and a feeling in each level. It doesn't have to feel like a fucking Kaizo hack, because that's what it feels like sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Or, like I said, just like really unforgiving and kind of cheap difficulty. Very cheap difficulty at times. Those look like eyes, but that's actually an exclamation mark. Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, now you kind of can. So, yeah. Again, not a bad game by any means. Not like horrible. But there are some things that just piss me off about it, and it's definitely not perfect. For Yoshi's Island standard, though, probably the best, most large-scale hack. Like, I've never seen a hack go that far, where they create fucking custom thumbnails for each level, have basically a whole new game, and actually more than the original game, because there's an extra level in every world. It's crazy. Like, they really did do all of it, and it's impressive that they fit it all on Super Nintendo. But like I said, probably would have been like a 10 out of 10 hack if it was actually, some of the levels were fucking done, because man, I can't even forgive some of the stuff I had to go through with cheating, with save states. Like, I didn't even fucking do it without, like, cheating. I fucking cheated on half that shit, and it still was fucking annoying. He's starting to look like Aladdin with his vest. Whatever. Damn. You scared? I cannot. My handwriting is horrible. Also, I need to sharpen my pencil. Hold on. Stand by. Oops, I dropped it. Okay, there's a sharpener. It's actually a battery op. You know, one of these battery operated ones that, like, you don't need to plug in, but it's electric. Hell yeah. It's just loud as shit, so be careful. I'm gonna mute the mic. And we're back. Nice and sharpened now. Pretty good. It actually works pretty well. One thing I hate about pencils, and especially pencils that are not mechanical, I hate mechanical pencils too, but, you know, pencils that are not mechanical, they have to be sharpened like every fucking time. But it does not give me any more reason to like mechanical pencils better, because those things fucking break also a lot, and they're just, ugh, I hate the way they feel. Like, they are not the same. And a lot of them are cheapy and, like, just blech. And same with wooden pencils, I know, but the ones I have are not. I will say that. Especially the USA Golds. Fuck, these sheets are good. Like, really good. Like, look at the darkness of that, and that was just from pencil. And, like, you won't even get that with this one. I like these, don't get me wrong, but these are not made in the US. And they used to have cedar wood, and I don't think they have cedar wood anymore. This one, maybe. It's a little softer, so maybe. But I know for a fact that these do, because they actually say it on the package. And, you know, they smell like cedar wood. They're cedar wood. They say it on the package. It's more expensive. It kind of makes me believe, yeah, it might be cedar wood, which is obviously better. So if you're into pencils like that, and you actually care about, you know, the best one, and you don't care about spending more, either you get these, or if you go all the way, just get like those fucking Blackwings, which are really expensive. Anyway, not the point. The point is, I don't like mechanical pencils. I know, sue me. They're probably better for studying, though, because they don't have to be sharpened. So if you're, like, doing math, which obviously I'm a real one. I do math in pen. You've seen in my videos when I'm doing math. I do it always in pen. But if you are doing math with a pencil, probably mechanical's better, because you don't have to sharpen it in. Yeah. Okay, so he says, you scared me. Let's have Dominic say some shit like, fuck you, bitch, or something like that. Wait, did I say Dominic? I meant to say Lucas. Is my phone going to die? It's probably going to die soon. I got to stop the recording soon. We'll do one more strip and then we're done for today. We'll continue it in the next part. Come on. Ooh. Yikes. Let's draw some stripes. Where are they gonna go? Oh yeah, they're gonna go to the woods. They're gonna encounter some fucking bad person. One more strip. But Dominic, he's gonna agree to this because he wants content, and you know, this sets the whole motion in the comic going, because if they don't have something to actually encounter conflict with, then what the fuck is the point, you know? They gotta have something to, you know, that brings them danger. If not, then it's kind of just like you're doing a you're doing a nothing burger. That's what I hear a lot with stuff like that. Okay, he's not gonna have crotch anymore. Whatever. Boom, boom. Why is B? All right. I'm down. All right, I'm down. Draw a thumbs up. I do not know how to do that. Maybe like this. What does a thumb look like? Like kind of short. Thumbs up, so it'd be like this. And then all the fingers like this. Bam. Thumbs up. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that for now. We're gonna continue this in the next video because it's a bit of a long video. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you liked it. I'll show you the final product of what we have so far. Right now, let's see. Zoom out. And there you go. That's what we have so far. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I know it's a shitty comic. I'm not an artist. Obviously, I don't know how to fucking draw. I'm just bored and doing something to put something on the channel. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. And we're going to stop.